The Fromark Play show is recorded in front of a live studio microphone. Hey folks, Fromark here with the Sonic the Hedgehog Let's Play. Yeah, you heard that right. I already did a Sonic the Hedgehog 1 Let's Play, but this is the Sega Game Gear version of Sonic the Hedgehog 1. And you see, this came out on the Sega Game Gear, which was Sega's answer to the Game Boy that Nintendo created around that time. Unfortunately, the Sega Game Gear doesn't have very many memorable games. It's a battery hog. It takes 6 fucking double A's. I only know one person who owns or ever owned one. I knew somebody else back when I was in school. I had a friend who said he owned one, but he never backed that up with any evidence. But anyways, since I never owned a Sega Game Gear, like a lot of people who didn't, our introductions to these Sega Game Gear titles was on the Sonic Mega Collection Plus, which was the PS2 version of Sonic Mega Collection, which, unlike the GameCube version, this version, the Plus part is all the Sega Game Gear Sonic titles, and there were a lot of them. Holy crap, there were a lot of Sonic Game Gear titles. Some of them were good, some of them were ass, and some of them were just very forgettable. I'll try to play as many of them on the channel as I can, but a lot of them I'm not very good at. But anyways, like the Sega Genesis version of Sonic 1, this starts off in Green Hill Zone, and you see a lot's already happened. For example, you'll notice there aren't the lamppost checkpoints, and that box I hit back there with the down arrow on it, those are your checkpoints. And when you die, you need to make sure you hit those again, because if you don't, well, you're screwed. Also, the Chaos Emeralds are hidden throughout every level. Well, not every level, but every zone and every... Well, it's kind of uneven. Like, some Act 1s and zones have Chaos Emeralds hidden, and then some Act 2s have them hidden. But yeah, Green Hill's music and aesthetic is pretty much the same as it is in the Genesis version, just 8-bit, because the Game Gear was an 8-bit handheld system. And just like that, Act 2 is complete. Now you notice whenever you hit the signpost, unlike in the Genesis titles, Sonic's face doesn't appear, but either Eggman's face will appear, or if you get 50 rings, you'll get to go to the special stage, which I have yet to show off. But anyways, this is Act 3 Green Hill Zone, and Act 3 is specifically, just like in the Genesis versions, it's specifically for the boss battles. The boss battles aren't really that difficult. Some of them kind of are, but once you get the patterns memorized, they ain't so bad. This one's piss easy, though. I mean, all you gotta do is just keep jumping at him 8 times, and I don't think he ever actually does anything in retaliation. Never stuck around long enough to find out. But anyways, that's the end of Green Hill Zone. Hit that capsule and get all them animal buddies out. I mean, yeah, this doesn't completely mirror the Genesis game, though, as there are a couple of zones that are different. For example, this is Bridge Zone. This is Bridge Zone. Here we are now. But yeah, this is one of the Game Gear exclusive zones, as Marble Zone is absent. Starlight Zone is also absent. And Bridge Zone is added, as well as Jungle Zone and a Sky-based zone, which is the final zone. We still got a long ways to go, though. But yeah, most of my memories with this are from the PS2 Mega Collection Plus. I still remember the first time I actually played this was because when I got my first PS2 in the Christmas of 2008, because I was a poor child and I didn't have access to a lot of the game systems when they were relevant. For example, I didn't get a Wii until 2011. I didn't get a PS3 till 2015. I've always been a little bit behind on this kind of stuff. Oh, there's another Chaos Emerald, this time in Act 1. Like I said, it's kind of uneven. Some are in Act 1, some are in Act 2. Some are here, some are there. Oh, looks like, yeah, I'll get to show off a special stage this time, folks, because I got more than 50 rings. I tried to get 100 in this act, but that wasn't possible, and I gave up. But yeah, these are the special stages, and the goal here is to just collect as many rings as possible, and you get a couple extra lives. You got 2 minutes to just bounce around and find out. Which is pretty much what I did here. I think I stuck around long enough to get 100 rings and to try to get a continue. Which you get, so the way continues are here, instead of getting 50 rings in the special stage like in the Genesis version, there are those boxes like this one right here that say Conned. But anyways, that's the end of that. I think I show off a couple more special stages later on. But special stages, kind of pointless really, since the Chaos Emeralds are actually hidden in the levels, unlike in the 16-bit version. I know I keep making a lot of comparisons between the two, but I mean, it's kind of hard not to. I mean, the Genesis version is the definitive Sonic 1. This is just kind of a 8-bit condensed version of it. Bridge Zone's a pretty cool place, though. And I'm sure some of you out there will notice it sounds similar to Tails'... The melody is kind of similar to Tails' theme from Sonic Adventure, as well as it kind of being similar to the theme from Full House briefly. It's kind of funny the things you notice when you really dive into music. Break open that ring monitor over there, get some extra ringage. And those things are just as annoying as they are in the other version. Tell you the truth though, after playing the heck out of this, trying to get it right for the channel, I prefer this version over the 16-bit version. I know that's probably blasphemy, but there are just a lot of things I don't like about the Sega Genesis version of Sonic 1. I know it's the OG Sonic game, but that's just my hot take on it. Oh yeah, there's no shortage of extra life monitors hidden throughout the levels as well. I managed to pick up several of those. This level, when I initially played it, this level pissed me off, to tell you the truth, because, well, I'm not a fan of auto-scroll levels in any game. I hate auto-scrollers. I don't like the feeling of being stuck. I need to move. But anyway, I get to show off another special stage. Some of these special stages I think are pretty neat, but after a while they were just starting to give me a headache because so much bouncing around, and once you get bouncing around too much, you really can't control how Sonic moves, and you're just kind of along for the ride. Continue box though is right there. I don't think I needed any of those continues though when I finally well, I did in the practicing process, but not when I finally recorded this. I wanted to make sure that I was able to get a somewhat decent playthrough out to match my mediocre commentary. Anyways, here's Bridge Zone Act 3. And that extra life monitor is just kind of there on the left there when you first show up. Now this boss battle was... I know this one's pretty early into the game, but this was the first one I had a hard time with because it'll take you a minute to not get hit by those if you're not careful, and though you can bounce on Eggman a couple of times, you gotta be careful how you do it. But he really wasn't too much of a problem. Once again, rescuing the animal buds. Looks like chickens and pigs. So I guess rescuing farm animals from the bridge zone. This is one of the other 8-bit exclusives. This is Jungle Zone. And though this one initially gave me a headache to play as well, in retrospect, I actually enjoy this zone too. I'm guessing this is the one that pretty much replaces Starlight Zone. And Skybase Zone is just an extra zone, I think. But this one still has Green Hill, Labyrinth, and Scrap Rain. The music here is pretty kick-ass. Make sure I get that checkpoint because this couple of sections up here were a nightmare. A lot of you won't get to see all the behind-the-scenes hell that goes into practicing these games just to get them halfway decent to show to the public. But there are some commentaries I will do live. There are some that I will play and commentate at the same time, and I still hope that one day I can do live streams and maybe get some kind of Twitch thing going when I get my own residence where I have the ability to get home internet. But yeah, the Chaos Emerald there back there is a little bit tricky if you don't know that. If you don't know that log platform's there, oh, this was a section I had a hard time with right here. But you wouldn't think, but it's just the way Sonic controls is a little bit rough in the 8-bit version. I guess arguably, depending on who you ask, this would probably be the best Sonic game on the Game Gear. And this is the OG Game Gear Sonic title, but my personal favorite is Sonic Chaos. I also enjoy the Sonic Drift games, which were kind of like 8-bit Sonic Mario Kart knockoffs. Hey, another special stage, though. Got half of the emeralds already. And everything's moving along pretty smoothly. This is actually going to end up being a pretty short playthrough. Because the 8-bit titles are kind of short. Though, depending on who you ask, I guess you could say that about. You could argue differently about Sonic Labyrinth, because that's kind of a slow game that. It's like a generic Sonic. It's like Sonic 3D Blast before Sonic 3D Blast, but Sonic has no speed, and it's kind of. It's not a horrible game, but. I don't know. Didn't really get a chance to do much in the special stage here because I just completely lost control of Sonic and managed to get an extra life though. Most of which I do believe behind the scenes I burned through whenever I was stuck at the boss battle in Act 3. Because that's another tricky one. The concept here though is kind of reminds me of some Super Mario 2 kind of shit, where you just keep jumping up and up and up above these platforms. Yeah, this totally reminds me of some shit out of Super Mario 2 because I've just recently played through Super Mario 2 and that's going to be one of my upcoming playthroughs on over here. At least at the time of recording this. Yeah, definitely want to get that checkpoint there. But yeah, this is one of those levels where, just like in certain spots in Mario 2, where if you fall, you're going to lose a lot of progress because you'll fall and fall and fall and fall. I'm not even going to try with that ring monitor over there because I've seen that spring and it just something looked a little sus over there, if you know what I mean. go ahead and move things along to Act 3, where we'll encounter another battle with Dr. Eggman himself. Yeah, this is a pretty short act, really. You just keep jumping up, and there he is. There he is. See, the only thing that really made this difficult was just how Sonic handles on this platform, and you gotta watch out for that bomb that he throws. You also gotta try not to die here, because I have missed that jump. Anyways, that's the end of part 1 of the Sonic 1 Game Gear playthrough, and I hope you all will tune in for the next and the final part. See you then.